We love you, Paris. You are what love is to all of us. And I mean it. It's so hard not to love Paris. I visited the first time in 2019 and never got over it. So here I am, 5 months pregnant, thinking of nothing else but Paris. We were in Brussels for our baby moon. We were supposed to go on a tour to Bruges, but because of the weather, we had to cancel and reroute our plans. I can't say I'm sad about it because we did have a few options, but nothing that could compare to Paris. So we took an hour train from Brussels that took us to Paris in the morning, just so Nick could enjoy his favorite itinerary in Paris and I could enjoy some delicious warm French soup. So if you are into exploring the city and having some French food, stay tuned. Since we had an amazing weather forecast, we planned to walk through our favorite spots in the city, which will actually take you to the most important landmarks in the city of Paris. So this is a great plan if it's your first time visiting or if you want to become familiarized with the city. We started with one of the most famous spots for onion soup in Paris. It's located in the 3rd arrondissement. Oh, and please ignore my French pronunciation, I'm doing the best I can. But well, in this area you can find a really cool opera, Picasso's museum, Musée Carnavalet, which is free and really cool, many art galleries and cute boutiques. But going back to our French onion soup experience, well, I was absolutely pleased. The service was excellent, the food was so good, especially the French onion soup. So freaking good. I saw people ordering 2 orders of French onion soup, so I know I'm not biased. You gotta try it.
Waiting for this moment for so long. Nope, this is what's up.
That's the one?
That's the one. Not the one in Brussels, this one in Paris.
Okay, from here we crossed the river and walked 22 minutes to Notre Dame. It is a shame that it's still in construction, but you just can't come to Paris without seeing this majestic landmark in the middle of an island.
Well guys, this is as good as it gets with the Notre Dame, but I think it's totally worth it. They do give you updates all around the blog with information of what they're doing, but it's just really epic to see. You can't miss it.
After Notre Dame, you have a few options. You could visit Les Jardins du Luxembourg if you want to disconnect from the city life and have a nice picnic or just explore the gardens. You could also go to Shakespeare and Company, which is arguably the most famous independent bookstore in the world. You can also visit the Pantheon. We chose to go for coffee and hot chocolate at a super emblematic cafe that is recognized as the most famous cafe in the world.
Wow, you have to try it. Best hot chocolate.
Le Duc's Magots, not sure if that's the right pronunciation, but again, it was great. The walk from Notre Dame to here was so enjoyable for so many reasons. One of the highlights of this trip for me for a reason. I enjoyed every little corner of architecture on our way here. But about Le Duc's Magots, it was founded in 1885 and gained popularity due to its influential clientele. Apparently, this was the hot spot for poets, writers, and artists. Besides, the food will never disappoint you. We had a wonderful time here doing the Paris thing, sipping on our drinks while people watching and enjoying the whole scenery. Other recommendations in this area include Musée d'Orsay, which is a must in my opinion. It's honestly one of my favorite museums in the world after the Louvre. But also, if you're a foodie, this is a great area to be in. The 6th arrondissement is full of great restaurants and cafes like Café de Flore, Le Chase Saint-Germain, Chess Germain, Le Paris Paris, Chido, and more. Now, the top recommendation after exploring this area is to head to the Louvre, which is only 11 minutes away from Le Duc's Magots. If you have time, go inside, but keep in mind that you need at least 1.5 to 2 or maybe even 3 hours if you really want to absorb and enjoy your time at the Louvre. Since we have been here before, we just hung out in the Jardín Tuileries, which to me is a dream. And I was also hoping to go to the Christmas markets that they usually host in this area, but unfortunately it was closed today. I was so bummed about it. But now, if you like shopping, instead of going to the gardens, head to the Galeries Lafayette. This got to be the most beautiful and elegant shopping mall I've ever been to. Now, get ready, because we did something crazy, which I don't necessarily recommend, but we walked from the Louvre to the Eiffel Tower for the sunset. This was a 43-minute walk, so take a taxi or the Metro to save some time and enjoy yourselves in one of the parks around the tower with the most beautiful sunset view there is to see in the whole world. When the night falls, the city is still alive, so get yourself some Nutella crepe or some carbs so you can endure till dinner. Once again, if you are a walker, head to Arc de Triomphe. It's a 30-minute walk from the Eiffel Tower, but you will be enjoying the ardent neighborhood in the 8th arrondissement that counts with France's most luxury stores, particularly along the avenue of Champs-Élysées. I promise you the walk won't feel like much once you are overstimulated with these streets and what they have to offer. In case you have more energy in you, I absolutely recommend an often skipped thing to do in Paris, and that is a visit to Montmartre at night. Start at Moulin Rouge for a quick sight of a building. I've never seen a show inside because I've been recommended against it, but you never know, maybe you'll like it. But yes, afterwards, follow your path uphill to Montmartre. This little neighborhood is full of street art, formal houses of artists and writers, history, sculptures, amazing food, and of course, the epic Sacré-Cœur. That not only is an important landmark in Paris, but if you dare to climb the 222 stairs that lead to it, you will be rewarded with the best view of Paris at nighttime. There's also a lot going on the streets at night. There are vendors and people and movement and little boutiques and restaurants, which this is why we decided to end our night here, because we did have a train back to Brussels at 9 p.m. so we couldn't enjoy the view in Sacré-Cœur, but we definitely enjoyed a 4.7 rated traditional French restaurant in the area where we had roasted duck and beef bourguignon. Well, I'll put the name in the video, but take a look at these dishes. They were so yummy. I loved mine. Well, this is from where we say goodbye and hasta luego. Hopefully you have more than a day to enjoy the city fully. I think Paris deserves a whole lifetime to explore, but at least 5 days to get a good taste of it. Au revoir, Paris. My baby can't wait to meet you.